Now at 6, authorities arrest a suspect in a Joplin stabbing case. Plus, a Carthage City Council meeting leaves some utility workers disappointed. We'll have details. And a live look at Joplin's third Thursday as we check out what it has to offer.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A big honor for a legendary area high school football coach. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. Football field in Webb City, where Coach John Roderick led generations of athletes, will bear his name. The school board voted unanimously to rename the field in honor of the Hall of Fame coach. Roderick retired after a 26-year career that included 13 state championships. We're going to have more for you a little bit later in sports. Let's check in with meteorologist Sam Lane now for our first look at the weather.
All right, thank you very much, Dow. We've had some big thunderstorms, not in our area. They're way out towards the west, northwestern Oklahoma, and also south central Oklahoma. Numerous severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings. In fact, right now, a tornado is developing just to the south and east of Waurika. Fortunately, that is going to be staying away from us. We do need some rainfall as the new drought tracker came out today. It's still in our area, exceptional out towards the west. We've seen some improvement in Delaware County and also Lawrence County, but for the most part, we're still very dry. How dry in Joplin? About 10 inches below where we're supposed to be. The last time we were above normal on rainfall was September the 19th of last year. That just goes to show you how long we've been stuck in this dry pattern. We do have some storms in our forecast though, but this evening, mostly fair skies with temperatures dropping down to about 65 tomorrow morning. And then we're going to see those scattered thunderstorms possible in the morning, especially northeast Oklahoma. A warm Friday, severe storms possible on Saturday, and then summer-like weather in the extended forecast. And we'll tell you all about that in just a bit.
See you soon. Joplin police arrest a suspect in a stabbing at an apartment complex. Happened at the North Park Apartments on East Newman Road around 8:40 a.m. When officers arrived, they found a man with a stab wound. That man was taken to the hospital. Police say he was in serious but stable condition. Police say he was stabbed by his fiancée following an argument. She has been arrested, but formal charges at last report had not yet been filed. Dade County, Missouri authorities today released the name of the man killed in an officer-involved shooting yesterday. Authorities say 54-year-old Wayne Edwins Simmons of El Dorado Springs was shot and killed after he shot at members of the Barton and Cedar County Sheriff's Departments. Simmons was the suspect in an armed carjacking that occurred in rural Barton County earlier yesterday. Authorities responded yesterday to a home in rural Dade County about the stolen vehicle. That vehicle, they say, was found in a barn on the property. When law enforcement searched the barn, they say Simmons was inside and gunfire was exchanged. Simmons was shot and later died at the scene. No officers were injured. Tuesday's City Hall meeting in Carthage, Missouri was disappointing for some public works workers. Carthage Water and Electric Plant submitted its budget to include a pay raise for the workers, but the City Council recommended holding off on the budget. The City Council noticed that they had received the Carthage and Water Electric Plant's 2023 budget instead of the 2024 budget. City officials say it was just a simple miscommunication.
The Budget Committee received a version of that information, although it was 2023 information. So not exactly what they needed, but and they made a decision based on the information they had.
The second reading of the budget and final vote is scheduled for June 27th. This is National Cytomegalovirus, or CMV Awareness Month. According to the CDC, nearly 1 in 3 children are infected with CMV by age 5. The virus can cause hearing loss, vision loss, and lack of motor skills. This happens to be the case for a child in Miami, Oklahoma. Her mother is putting on an event this weekend for her daughter who was born with CMV.
She's a very happy kid. I feel like it doesn't change anything as a regular child besides the side effects of CMV that has affected her. She means everything. Yeah. I don't know what I would do without her.
The event is open to anyone. It'll be Saturday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Boys and Girls Club on 504 Goodrich Boulevard. Coming up, Camp Quality in Neosho hosts some quality kids for their yearly camp. We're going to show you. Plus, some area high schoolers show their musical talents at a youth band camp. Tomorrow is the last day of Camp Quality in Neosho, Missouri for the year. The week-long event receives kids with cancer for fun activities. A pool, crafts, and even laser tag are included in the program. KOAM's Fernanda Silva has details.
Bethany started attending Camp Quality when she was 11 years old. Since then, she knew she wanted to continue being involved with the event, even after her time as a camper was over.
When you have cancer, everybody is like, oh, it's cancer. They don't see the kid. So it's a really great way to just have a week to forget about the treatment, all of the worries of having to deal with the cancer stuff, and it's just having fun.
Besides enjoying the fun she has with all the activities provided at Camp Quality, there is one special thing that has been making Bethany come back for the last 11 years.
I felt like I belonged, and it had been a while since I had felt something like that.
Whenever you have cancer, not a lot of kids have it, so then you know you're not the only one who's gone through something like that.
But Neosho is not the only city hosting a camp for kids with cancer this summer. Around the United States, more than 15 other camps are happening to show participants they are solid gold. The kids are not the only ones to leave Camp Quality with memories to cherish. Josh has been a volunteer at the camp for 6 years and says this was one of the best decisions he has ever made.
We get to be kids again, fun. So for as adults, it's fun for us even. It's experiences, for them and for us as well.
The overnight camp even has 24-hour medical care.
We make sure that they're able to do every activity here, and we just want them to feel like kids. Like sometimes, when a child's diagnosed with cancer, that is ripped away from them at a very early age, and we just want to give that back to them for a week.
In Neosho, Fernanda Silva, KOAM News.
This year, 15 kids ages 4 to 17 participated in that summer event. To learn how you can help Camp Quality, go to KOAMnewsnow.com. Nature Camp is a yearly 5-day camp running through Friday for children 1st through 3rd grade. During Nature Camp, the campers get to learn about different aspects of nature, and a new theme is introduced each day. Today, they focused on mammals and dug up bones like archaeologists might.
The kids have been able to learn about tracking, looking for animal tracks and signs. They get to see a live opossum, one of our animal ambassadors, our newest ambassador, and they're making their own tracks out of clay and anything related that gets them outside and gets them excited about animals is the goal here.
The last day for camp is tomorrow, but Kindergarten Nature Camp takes place on June 26th. Pittsburgh's week-long Festival of the Arts continues today with a one-day summer youth band camp. It's for all area high school musicians. It's directed by the Pitt State Music faculty and organized by the PSU band director, Andrew Chabowski. The band camp included rehearsals, master classes, and a whole lot of fun.
At Bignell Family Center for the Arts, and we'll be performing some music some of it's very challenging for them, some of it is pretty achievable, but also, like I said, we're going to be doing a cool little improvisation element at the concert as well.
Pittsburgh's Festival of the Arts continues through Sunday. A little later, one of the biggest honors an area football coach could get. We're going to break it down for you in sport.
And we're going to break down the forecast for you too, because we're tracking the possibility of severe weather. All the details when we come back. Well, friends, we started off on the cool to mild side this morning with temperatures in the 50s, including Seneca, Missouri, at Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. As we go through the afternoon, you can see that the bright sunny skies were out there, lots of blue, just a few clouds here and there during the afternoon, just a few puffy cumulus clouds, and that is about it. Now the sun is heading down, and we're going to be looking at a pretty mild evening shaping up across the area. We did make it up to 86 today, which actually was right on target for normal. 86 to your normal high, 58 this morning. Of course, we weren't anywhere near those nasty records of 103 back in 1953, but we are still about 7¼ inches below normal on your rainfall. But there's lots of rainfall on the radar, but it's way out to the west. But we're going to see some of these storms sneak over into our area later on tonight. But you can see lots of severe weather from Dodge City down to northwestern Oklahoma. Tornado warnings ongoing for that area. Big tornado producing supercell down in southwestern Oklahoma still ongoing down for those folks, but not in our area. We're seeing temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Pretty comfortable over in Monette right now with 82 degrees. A little bit warmer off to the west where it's 86 in Nowata. Same thing over there in Welch. We're going to be looking at the rain chances increasing as we go into the overnight hours, especially down on the Oklahoma side, with some showers possible. Then tomorrow we'll start to see some showers again in the afternoon, but then we're going to see our rain chances increase as we go into Saturday. That's when the best chance of rain is going to be. And some of the rain could be heavy in some of the stronger storms with over 1 inch of rainfall. Wouldn't that be nice? Most of the area will start to see rain. Some areas will get more than others. The severe weather tonight is going to be down in southwestern parts of Oklahoma, and that's where it needs to stay. But unfortunately, as we head through the forecast on Saturday, there is a risk of severe weather in our area as well. The timing on that is going to be about 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. on Sunday. There is a slight risk of tornadoes, elevated risk of large hail and heavy rain, but the highest risk is going to be some damaging winds with that squall line as it rolls in from the north and west. So breaking it down for you, mostly fair tonight with temperatures dropping down into the 60s across the region. And then as we go through the morning hours, we'll see the clouds start to increase from west to east, maybe a few isolated storms, especially down to the south with highs near 88 degrees, maybe touching 90. And then Saturday morning, mild with lows in the 60s. And then Saturday afternoon, notice up to the north, here comes the cold front with storms developing along that. By 6 o'clock, moving into the northwestern parts of our area. 3 hours later, moving through the metro area, and then moving down into Oklahoma and Arkansas by midnight. Now, that's just one computer model. They're still in disagreement on the timing of it, but the main focus we want to talk about is Saturday night into Sunday morning, and then by Sunday morning, scattered showers still in our area with lows in the 60s. Over the next 7 days, we're going to start to dry out after this weekend's storm system. Again, a possible alert day tomorrow with the severe weather risk. And then as we go into the extended forecast, it gets more summer-like, and then maybe more storms next weekend, wouldn't you know it?
Of course. It always comes on the weekends.
That's right.
Thanks, Sam. Hey, this is Recycling Workers Week. People all around the world take time to appreciate the efforts of those who keep our communities clean. They go by several names: sanitation specialists, waste management professionals. The role of these people goes beyond garbage collection. Waste management provides a variety of programs and services that protect our environment. Maybe a good week for you to say thank you. John Dales joins us now. It's a busy evening for baseball all across the 4 states.
It certainly is. Joplin Outlaws at Joe Becker Stadium for the first time in 10 days, and the Nevada Griffins with a tough test on the road. And Missouri Southern softball makes a coaching hire that probably looks familiar to Lions fans. Those stories and more coming up next. The Webb City School Board announces today its high school football field is now known as John Roderick Field at Cardinal Stadium, an honor bestowed upon the Cardinals' legendary head football coach who retired this December after leading the program for 26 seasons. Roderick won 90% of his games as a head coach with the Cardinals, most recently leading Webb City to a 13th state championship in 2021. That's the most state titles of any high school football coach in Missouri. Roderick was also a 3-sport athlete in football, basketball, and track while attending Webb City High School in the mid-'80s. Meanwhile, Pitt State football holds a prospect camp today for high school players looking to improve their game. Special teams players had their own portion of the camp beginning at 11 a.m. Then, players from all position groups participated around 1. Pitt State head football coach Kyle Wright, who's entering his 4th year in charge of the program, says this camp offers benefits for both the players and the coaches.
You know, anytime we have the opportunity to get around 200 high school football players, you know, together, to evaluate, get to know them a little bit better, certainly helps us in the recruiting process. Anytime you have an opportunity to get out and coach young people, it's a whole bunch of fun, and I think just starting those connections and getting to know the young people.
Missouri Southern Softball announces today it's hiring Josie Topai as an assistant coach. Topai was the standout performer for the Lions in her playing career from 2019 till 2023. And head coach Hallie Blackney says bringing her on the staff was a no-brainer.
It was an easy decision to make. She's dedicated 5 years of her playing career to our program, and she wants to be a collegiate coach, and she knows the game better than anyone, and I'm super excited. I'd be dumb if I didn't want her to be on our staff.
This sport has just brought me so much in life and has shaped me to be who I am today, and so kind of leaving it behind to me wasn't ideal, and fortunate enough I was given an opportunity to join the MSSU staff, so not only just getting to coach and stay around the game, but also doing it with people that I've been with for 3 to 5 years as well.
Summer baseball is in full swing in the 4 states. The Nevada Griffins are on the road at first place Jeff City tonight, and the Joplin Outlaws play at home for the first time in a week and a half. The Outlaws are unbeaten at Joe Becker Stadium so far this season. Tonight, they host the Chillicothe Mudcats. Joplin's hoping the home field advantage brings some better results. The Outlaws went 2-5 on their recent road trip, but still are in second place in the South Division. Meanwhile, the Nevada Griffins are on the road at Jeff City, who's in first place in front of the Outlaws. Nevada has had a bit of a slow start to its 2023 season. The Griffins sit at 4-9 and have lost to the Renegades 2 nights in a row. We'll have highlights both from Jeff City and Joplin tonight at 10. I know it's been a while since the Outlaws have been here. I'm sure fans are excited to go to the game. I'm about to head there right after we go off the air. I'm excited to go there.
You will enjoy it. We'll be right back. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. We're going to have more on raises for workers at the Carthage Water and Electric Plant. Plus, cyclists stop in Chanute, Kansas as part of an 8-day trip across the Sunflower State. And the Allen County Multi-Agency Team hosts an event to promote safe and healthy lifestyles. Those stories, a lot more. It's coming up tonight, KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Hey, some folks are taking advantage of this beautiful weather this evening and heading out to Joplin's third Thursday. Let's take a live look at the event going on right now. You Belong There is this month's sponsor of the event. That's a diversity group. There's all sorts of things you can do there, such as play games, eat some good food, explore different vendors, shops, listen to live music. Hello there, folks. Third Thursday goes every month through October. Ends at 8:30 tonight, so you do still have a couple hours if you want to head out there and check it out. Enjoy the fun. Pretty nice evening for that.
Great evening to go outside and enjoy. You might want to make sure you stay hydrated, as it's a little bit humid out there, but we're looking at a big chance of thunderstorms as we go into Saturday night into Sunday morning. Some of those could be strong or severe, and of course you'll need to stay up to date on that. And then it turns dry next week for the most part. Summer-like, of course, first day of summer on Wednesday, and then more storms possible next weekend.
Final sports note.
Outlaws first pitch in about a half hour. Everybody there is obviously going to be enjoying the weather, and it's still in the fight for first place in the South Division.
And you'll be going there shortly.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. We're going to leave. Look at third Thursday. We'll see you right back here at 10. Let's make it a great evening.